Hi everybody, I am SS the Showstopper and today is the 17th of June 2024. Now here is my tea moment. Now, usually I say I'm going to stop talking about a lot of people out there because certain persons are just insignificant in my world, so I don't need to be having a topic on them or discussing them. I rather discuss things that are more important, things that affect a lot of us in today's world and stuff like that. But every now and then, there's this internet sensation that comes out. There's people in entertainment that come out, and so while it's brewing, you can speak on it because it trumps up volume when it comes to control in the algorithm. However, we have all by now heard about Spice's new song that she's promoting, and she has incorporated a futuristic version of herself where she's an elderly woman and she's talking about when she was in her prime in music and all of the controversies that took place. She have also took many jabs at persons using subliminals, and for what it seems, many persons have took offense to it and have come out speaking out about it. To her defense, a lot of persons have come out saying that she didn't call any name. So how do you know it's you? Because she didn't identify anybody in it. She only spoke about the situation that took place at hand in that particular time. And so many persons should not be offended because your name was not called. No, we're not stupid. Persons are not idiots. And so if you're going to take subs at people, they are going to respond because they're not an idiot. They were the ones who had an encounter or had relations with you in that particular space. And so they are within their right to address you, being that you decided to put the situation around them in your song and you're promoting it. And what I see that's happening is that there's a mystification that is around Spice, and it's similar to around Shensia. And I said it in one of my videos that it was making it very hard. Shensia, based on the controversies that she has put out, she's making it more and more difficult for me to defend her. You understand? And it's the same thing that is happening with Spice. Recently, I did a video on Jamaica Young Police channel, and I was speaking on him that he was coming at Spice saying that she's ugly. And I was saying that there are several things that Spice do that I disagree with. But one thing I won't do is call her ugly because she is not an ugly woman. However, the behavior that she has displayed so many times, it is rather very distasteful and very unattractive. And I say that to say this. She has been away from dancehall, haven't put out a hit song or haven't put out a song in quite some time now. We had some other persons that were on the floor, they were putting out their music and stuff like that. And for you to come back, and when you come back, you're putting out a song and you're basically digging up old bones because what you're speaking of are things that happened many years ago. You understand? So the subs were at, for example, your Obiaman, RT Boss, there's your former dancer, Danger, there is so many other persons. I think it's Lady Saw, quite a few persons out there that the song has subliminals in it. And it is creating an unease for them. And persons are within their right to come and speak on it. You can't say that persons should not say anything because you did not call their name. People are not idiots. And might I add that I saw Maka Diamond posted a previous video that she did with the same costume dressing up old. And your team decided to take jobs at Maka Diamond. She did not call Spice's name. She only said that she was a trendsetter. She started it. And then your team decided to take subs and take jobs, not subs. They took jobs directly at Maka Diamond. So it is the same thing. But what I get to understand, it seems like there is some sort of bullying that you portray, wherein you should be okay to take any jobs at anybody. And they aren't supposed to say anything. The moment that they say something about it, you decide to go into victim mode and say that it wasn't you or I didn't call your name and stuff like that. What's the purpose of putting out the song then? If you weren't about starting controversy, what was the purpose of putting out the song? Shelly and Koran have her tea time talk show and she speak on whatever, all the things that are taking place in entertainment, outside of entertainment also. And she commented on the song and saying that the tea is not ready. Tall Up, who did her tea time previous to your song, she's saying that Tall Up tea time sounds much better and stuff like that. You decided that you're going to attack Shelly, and then you're going to bring up who she was sleeping with, who she was having sex with. You spoke about Lady Saw in it and all these kind of things. What the hell? You're an entertainer, and it's like nobody can speak about you. Nobody can say anything about you. The moment someone says something about you or critiquing you, then you decide that you're going to do a video and you're going to attack everybody. Because how dare them say anything about you? That is bullying. You are a bully. And you're saying that you don't want to say anything because the moment you say something, people are going to label you as a bully. But that's what you are, lady. So many artists put out songs out there and people say the song is not all that. They have their fan base who support their song. Good and bad is going to come in it. I have done videos, people have criticized me all the time. I've seen it in the comment. The most I do is I just delete it. I stop acknowledging it because it makes no sense. I just delete it and keep it moving. Sometimes I leave it. Other times I just delete it and I keep it moving. I don't need to address anything. But it seems to me that you being an entertainer, it's almost like you're somewhere and you don't realize your status. And because of such, you believe that, okay, I'm on the top, but at the same time, I can be reachable and I'm just going to address anybody out there and I'm just going to dog them up and just say any dirty things about them. And I'm just going to do it the most disgraceful way. You know what you are actually doing? You're proving Queen Ifrica right. A lot of you people out there were coming at Queen Ifrica saying that she said what she said about many persons disrespectfully and she was wrong. You guys are actually proving her right. Because I can't see how you are an entertainer and you have accomplished so much in life. These are old bones. Old bones, and you chose to put out that content and you put it out in taking subliminal jabs at people, and you're thinking in yourself that they aren't supposed to respond to it, they aren't supposed to say anything simple because you didn't call their name. The comments are saying who exactly is it that you are talking about. These people have feelings, in case you don't know, Spice. You aren't the only person with feelings. And you do these kind of mercurial things, and when you do it, you are sitting in good conscience, not expecting a reaction from the mass of the people. And when you see the comment now, what people are realizing that you are very problematic. You are problematic. No, if they had come out, if all the persons who are addressing you had come out and you said nothing about it, then it would have been okay. Then it would have been okay because what you put it out there, so you would have been preparing like Queen Ifrica. You would have been prepared for the onslaught. You would have been prepared for the negative ramification of what you put out there. You notice Queen Ifrica addressed nobody after she said what she said because she knows she was prepared for it. You simply aren't. It seems as if you aren't prepared. You get a knee-jerk reaction out of everything and you run with it, and then you have to react like sodium to just about everybody or everything that is said about you. And judging by the comments, Miss Spice, the mass of the people do not have much positive things to say about you. The mass of the people really do not have much positive things to say about you. So I think that is something that you have to look into and realize that this thing can go left instead of going right. You also take on the moniker that you are the female Vybz Kartel. Vybz Kartel is sitting in prison, fighting for his life and fighting for his freedom. Is that the position that you want to be in? You decide that you are the female Vybz Kartel because you are very lyrical. We don't put that up against you, or we don't take that from you, because one thing I always say, I will never take a person's talent from them. I will give them credit where it's due. You are very talented. That I will not take from you. But your behavior is very distasteful. And you can't say persons are picking on you, because there are so many persons out there who people have spoke about just the same. Male artists also. You understand? So let's be real. Let's be real, Spice. You are not a victim. You couldn't possibly put out something like that and believe after taking a hiatus tongue twister, a hiatus from dancehall, you put out something like that, and then it's going to sit easy with everybody. And the persons who strongly believe that they are the person you are speaking of because they exist around you within that time and space, they aren't supposed to say anything about it. It doesn't work like that, miss. And in case you don't know, people really aren't afraid of you. You are not intimidating. Maybe you are trying, because it seems as if you're trying to intimidate people. Because I don't see the reason for you to bring up Shelly and who she's sleeping with. The woman said that the tea isn't ready. The tea isn't ready. You could have referred to your tea versus that tea. You could have talked about your tea also and comment on it and stuff like that. And just said a lot of these people want attention and I'm not going to give it to them and whatever. You could have done that. But you chose the same way, or you are ignoring our tea boss. And the mass of the people want to see you address him to find out if the things that he said about you performing witchcraft to hold down the career of other persons out there. People want to know, inquiring minds want to know if these allegations about you are true. And you're saying that people don't like you and they're making you a target. But may I add that, Spice, if it was someone else, that these things that came out about, they would have been cancelled a long time ago. Persons still support you. So nobody hates you. It's all in your head. People just hate your behavior. People just hate your behavior. I was one of them who defended you. It was only a few days ago. I'm sorry, I did a video and I was supporting you. But I'm the type of person, I look on both sides of the fence. So I'm going to split justice. I do not hold emotional attachment to any artist or entertainer. They do not pay my bills. I don't owe them any form of loyalty. Once I see something out there that seems controversial and persons speak about it in the public space, I'm going to speak on it, or I'm going to highlight it, and I'm going to pull from it, because you know me, SS Devil Advocate. I'm within my right, based on my channel name, to speak on it and address the matter. It is what it is. It is what it is. So nobody hates you, Spice. By now, I'm sure you realize that it is your behavior that doesn't sit well with people. Because there's no possible way you can stay so long. You did not address anything around RT when he came out and said the things that he said about you back then. And then now you're going to come out and you're going to put the sub in songs and all of these kind of things. People want to know if the things that he said about you, is it true or is it a lie? That's the elephant in the room. And at all times you come out and you do these things, you're the type of person to poke a bear. And then when it bites, then you want to play victim. I didn't do anything to the bear. But you cannot be coming out with a song like that and expect persons to not respond to it or add their 2 cents to it. It doesn't work like that, miss. And then you're saying, you're referring to Talop as man, the boy wants your attention. Because we know, if Talop respond now, you're going to say she didn't call any name. You didn't call any name, you just said the boy. Clearly people know that you are talking about them. In your head, you're thinking that people are stupid. People are stupid. So they, from my name didn't say that it's not me. Listen, you said that you're a big woman. Try acting like one perhaps. You can also do that. If you say that you're a big woman, you should try to act like an adult. Because mature adults really do not do this. You have been in dancehall for so long and you're sitting comfortably. Why would you walk 10 steps back? Why would you walk 10 steps back to put yourself in all of this? And then you're saying that your mother have you a seaside because you're salt, you don't have any luck. You're putting this thing on yourself. You put it on yourself. Nobody did it. Nobody did it. You put it on yourself. So right then and now, you have nobody to blame except yourself. And then you're deciding to apologize to Stacey Expression. Spice, in the street, that's called dick riding. Means that you're not entirely with the person. You're the person and friends, but you will bring up their name in a controversy and speak good about them because you want brownie points, basically. It's called dick riding. So you're deriding Stacey Expression name to get your point across or to solidify your argument. Then you're saying that you're not going to bring down or rub Danger, dancehall queen Danger. You're not going to rub her, but you're going to post up the pictures of her condition so people can decide. See, this is what people are talking about. You're walking in two different directions at the same time. Is it that you're about, business with people, business, but you actually do? Because the things that you are saying are totally unnecessary. Totally unnecessary, and it's showing the type of individual you are. Why would you want to come back and say that you're going to show their condition and the condition of what they were in at the time when they came to you? They don't have a place to stay in Kingston when they came to you. Who cares? Clearly they weren't as rich as you, because they're dancehall artists. So their condition would most likely be that they're from informal settlement. Their condition would be worse than yours. You're the type of person, I remember someone said it many years ago, the people who are taking things from you need to be careful, because if there's a fallout with you and them years later, you're going to come and upload a video and talk how much you did and feed them, and you give them nothing when they didn't have any money to send their kids to school. You're the one who took it and give it to them. That's the type of person you are. You will give a man a tin of paint or something, or food, a can of food, and then tomorrow morning, if you and him have a falling out, you are the first to upload a video and speak on the can of food or the tin of paint that you had given him, to disgrace him. That's the type of individual you are. And persons are sitting inside their head thinking that this is okay. This is not an okay behavior for someone who claims to be so successful and sitting at the top of the totem pole when it comes to dancehall music. It doesn't look good. It does not look good. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. It doesn't look good. So, Miss Spice, you are actually proving Queen Ifrica right. She was poor in her delivery, but was she wrong? Was she wrong? That's the question. Was she wrong? Because she's looking good right now. She is actually looking good, because at least we know that Queen Ifrica is on a mission. We know, and she's doing things for shock value. So we know that she's actually on a mission as we speak. But what's the purpose of all of this for someone who's the queen of dancehall, and you're taking jobs at Lady Saw or Minister Hall, whichever moniker that she's using right now? So you need to do some soul searching, Miss Spice. You, at some point in time, you have to take accountability and realize that you simply aren't a victim. Or if you are a victim, you're not a victim at all times. You are not a victim at all time. You have to acknowledge that. You have to take some sort of accountability at some point in time. You have to. Because this certainly doesn't look good. And judging by the comments, it is going both ways. And for the most part, people are leaning to other persons and are actually calling you out. So I'm sure you're going to say that you're a victim and people are bullying you and they're targeting you and all of this, when it's actually not the case right now as we speak. You record so many songs about tech people, man. Girl, fi take man. I saw me go on when me depend your man. So me a boom, pani John and whatever. So what's the problem if it's not even a GARP or rape in the story of danger, right? And let's say all things are equal and she did in fact sleep with your baby father. What's wrong with that? What is wrong with that? You are the person who promote this type of behavior. So you should sit good and just hold it and just know that that's the end of it. That's the story. I'm not going to add from it. Okay, I did that song and it backfired on me. You sit good with it. You do songs promoting that. Many songs promoting tech people, man, sleep with people, man, there with a girl, man, all these type of things. These are the songs that you put out, Spice. You encourage young girls to live that life of whoredom. You encourage young girls to live that life and be proud of it. So when it reaches your doorstep, you should embrace it. You should sit good and hold it. Why are you holding it against danger? Learn to let go. Learn to let go. Learn to let go, lady. Learn to let go. You can't be putting out these things in society and then believe that when it comes to your doorstep, you suddenly are a victim. You're a victim of what you are promoting. No. You are not a victim. You are not a victim. I'm sorry, not sorry. You're not a victim. But that's all I have to say about it for now. Thank you so much for your time. Enjoy your Sunday and may God bless you. Bye-bye.